Okay, so get ready because we are going deep today, just for you.
Oh, wow.
We're going to be looking at 9 habits that are supposed to, like, totally change your life.
Yeah, I've seen those lists
Right.
all over the internet.
Exactly. But this one I think is a little different. I mean, we've got everything from, how to manage your time better
Mm-hmm.
to things that are, like, really out there. I'm really curious what you're going to think of this one.
Yeah, me too.
So let's just jump right in.
Okay.
The first group of these habits,
Yeah.
it's all about, like, resetting your mind and your body. And it starts off with something pretty intense. Cold showers.
Really?
Yeah. The person who wrote this, they say that it helps with, like, stress and it makes your mind clearer. I mean, have you ever tried that?
I have, actually. I can't say I do it every day, but I get what they mean.
Yeah.
That cold water in the morning, it really wakes you up.
Right.
And there's actually some science behind it, too.
Is there?
Yeah, when you're exposed to cold temperatures, your brain releases all these chemicals that make you feel good.
Mhm.
So it's not just about willpower.
Like a chemical thing?
So maybe cold showers aren't so crazy after all.
Right. Right.
All right, so the next habit is a little bit more familiar. Exercise each day.
Okay. But the key here is that it doesn't have to be anything intense.
Yeah.
We're not talking about hitting the gym every day.
Yeah.
Just any kind of movement is good. Could be a walk, dancing, even taking the stairs instead of the elevator.
Right.
It's all about finding ways to move your body that you actually enjoy.
Yeah.
That's how you stick with it.
I love that. So no more guilt trips if you don't make it to the gym.
Exactly.
Just move in a way that feels good.
Okay. And speaking of feeling good, the next habit is all about sleep.
Oh, yeah.
This person's like really, really serious about making sleep a priority.
Well, they're right.
Yeah.
Sleep is like the foundation of everything.
Yeah.
If you're not getting enough sleep, it affects everything, your mood, your focus, even your physical health.
It's so true. When I don't sleep well, everything just feels harder.
Absolutely.
All right. So we've got our mind and body all set. Now let's move on to the next group of habits.
Okay.
These are all about how we manage our time and tasks.
Yeah.
And this is where things get really specific.
Right?
So the first one is called daily deep work.
Yes. This is about finding time to really focus on your work without any distractions.
Uh-huh.
It's about getting into that flow state where you're so absorbed in what you're doing that you lose track of time.
That sounds amazing, but also kind of impossible.
Yeah.
Like, how do you actually do that?
Well, it takes practice.
Yeah.
But the key is to create an environment where you won't be interrupted.
Okay.
So put your phone on silent, close all those extra tabs on your computer,
Yeah.
maybe even let people know that you're not to be disturbed for a while.
It sounds worth it if you can actually get into that flow state.
Definitely.
Okay, so speaking of distractions, the next habit is about meetings.
Oh, yeah.
And this one is pretty radical.
Mm.
The suggestion is to minimize them, optimize them, or even just get rid of them altogether.
What?
Yeah, like replace them with text messages or voice notes if you can.
I mean, it sounds great in theory. Meetings can be such a time suck, but I don't know how that would fly in some workplaces.
Yeah, it definitely depends on the culture.
But I do think we could all be more intentional about why we're having meetings
Yeah.
and if there's a better way to communicate.
So it's not about never having meetings again.
Right.
It's just about being smarter about them.
Exactly.
All right, so the last part of this time management section is a 3-part action. Delete, systematize, delegate.
Okay, so delete is pretty self-explanatory.
Right.
Get rid of anything you don't need.
Yeah.
Systematize is about creating processes that make your work easier.
Okay.
So using a to-do list app, having a specific way to organize your files, things like that.
So it's not just about getting rid of stuff.
No.
It's about preventing the stuff from piling up in the first place.
Exactly.
All right, you ready for the last set of habits?
Sure.
These are all about intention and energy.
Mm-hmm.
And the first one is a rule. The hell yeah or no rule.
Oh, I love this one. It's about being really picky about what you commit to. Only say yes to things that you're truly excited about. Things that make you say, hell yeah.
It sounds so freeing,
It is.
but it's also really hard to say no to people.
I know.
Like, how do you get better at that?
Well, one thing that helps me is to remember that saying no isn't selfish.
Yeah.
It's about protecting your time and your energy.
So you can give your best to the things that really matter.
Exactly.
And maybe saying no to some things will give us more energy for the next habit.
Yeah.
Drink less.
Oh, yeah. This one might surprise some people.
Yeah.
But even small amounts of alcohol can affect your sleep, your mood, your focus.
It's definitely something to think about.
Everyone's relationship with alcohol is different.
Right.
But it's worth considering how even small changes could make a big difference in your life.
Okay, and finally we come to the last habit. Do small, hard things.
I like this one. It's about pushing yourself outside your comfort zone,
Yeah.
even in small ways.
So like taking the stairs instead of the elevator.
Exactly.
Or having a tough conversation you've been putting off.
It's about building resilience little by little.
So that you can tackle bigger challenges later on.
Exactly.
Well, there you have it. 9 habits that could totally change your life.
It's a pretty good list.
So which ones really stood out to you?
That's a good question.
And which ones are you going to try?
I think I might give that deep work thing a shot. See if I can actually get into that flow state.
It's definitely worth a try.
All right.
Well, that's all the time we have for today. Thanks for joining us for another deep dive.
It's been fun.
And we'll see you next time.
Bye.
Bye.